When you look for a future wife or a husband, stop looking for what you want. Look for what you need. What you want and what you need is two completely different things. Before marriage, I wanted a big back Latina.
Come again. Did you just say what you said?
Yes.
Did I just hear you say what you said?
Yes, I wanted a big back Latina.
Why would you say that? Why would you say it again?
Because it's the truth. It's the truth. But what did I need? I needed a North African girl with a massive forehead.
Are you mentally okay?
Because that big back Latina wouldn't have been with me for over 6 years, though.
I beg you say it one more. I beg you say big back Latina one more time.
With education, with wisdom, right? People need to understand what you want, what you need is completely different. Like what I wanted, would she have carried my kids, been the mother of my kids?
No, this donkey did.
I appreciate this donkey.
But did you call me the big forehead North African?
Yes.
Yeah, this big forehead North African donkey did. Yeah?
Because I needed you.
Did you just agree that I'm a donkey?
No, but...
Do you know what? Get out. Just get out.
I didn't want you, but I needed you.
Thank you.
You're good.
Thank you. Thank you. You didn't want... Thank you.
I love you.
You did... Are you bored? But I never got what I wanted and I never got what I needed. I got a big nose that doesn't even smell his own breath.
Allah, what the fuck did I say or do?
What?
Okay, he's sleeping on the couch. This is a creator on TikTok. He does a lot of videos. I think he's Muslim. But he touched on a topic, and I had a big discussion with my wife about it. And I think it's important. And I think many people miss the point of this, which I think is very critical. Firstly, a lot of people have preconceived ideas of what marriage should be. And as such, when we get into the marriage space, we don't want to be honest with ourselves, but there are certain things we wanted. I was married before, and my first wife was Zimbabwean. When she passed away, there was a lot of cultural clash and a lot of issues that left such scars in me that I did not want anything to do with a black woman. I had made a decision that I don't want a black woman. I don't want the drama. I don't want all of that stuff, and I'm going to try to date out of my race. The idea behind that was that, black people drama is just too much. It had caused such a scar that I viewed the marriage landscape from the perspective of my trauma. And as such, because of my experiences with my in-laws and the conversations and everything that happened that time, I felt that I don't want to encounter anything particularly to do with Zimbabweans, to do with a black girl in any way, shape, form, or size. And I said to my wife recently that you have no idea how your mother healed me. You have no idea how your mother healed me, because when I eventually we started dating, and I was skeptical. I still didn't want to be in there because I didn't want that. I needed something completely different. I wanted a non-black partner, but that's not what I needed. And what God gave me instead was a black partner, a South African partner, and in that situation and circumstance, he gave me the most amazing mother-in-law. What she did was she healed scars, deep scars that were caused by my own people in the previous interaction of my own marriage. And I didn't realize that I needed that. A lot of young people have descriptions of who they want to marry. I want someone tall, I want someone rich, I want someone who speaks like this, I want someone Italian, I want someone like that. And these descriptions are what they want. There is nothing wrong with that. But then what God does is he often sends you what you need. And then we have to learn to find certain things in partners where there is a negotiation of certain meaningless metrics that we placed for these people. And so when they come in short, but they have the right heart and they take you to this outcome that God intended for your life, then you have still encountered or still fulfilled this mandate because God gave you what you needed. All right, that's important. So there's always that thing. And one of the biggest misgivings is because of television. I don't like the television narrative, the romance narrative of television. Because you know what the romance narrative of television says? It says, there's a perfect person for you. And when that perfect person comes, they will meet every single list that you had on your criteria. And you will literally just be ticking boxes. And many people missed the blessing of good, godly relationships and marriages because the person God sent into their life, the relationships they were aligned to, were not aligned to their preconceived list of wants. And then what happens is that you realize that this is what I wanted, but it's not what I needed. I needed this. What I needed was familial healing. What I needed was a family that embraced me and loves. My mother-in-law loves me so much. She's constantly sending me clothes. She checks. You understand? This woman brought a phenomenal type of healing that I didn't even know I needed. Because in my experience, let me just avoid that whole race, the entire race of people, and run away from this whole race of people. I thought that's what I wanted. But what I needed was just healing. Just healing. And I want to encourage you, even in your dating experiences. Number one, most of you are not what your partner wanted when you got into marriage. Be okay with that. Be okay with that. If you wanted a big black girl with a big booty, that's different. If you wanted a tall woman and then you ended up getting a petite woman, that's fine. It's the same thing. Same even with on the men's side. On the men's side, it's the same. We don't often get what we wanted, but sometimes what we desperately needed. And I hope that even when you are in your relationships and marriages, you will see that, you know what? This is definitely what I needed.